Record. Okay. Hello, Lola Land. Let me see if y'all can see me. Okay, I think so. Hello out there, Lola Land. It's Rita checking in. Happy second day of the autumnal equinox, i.e. the first day of fall. I feel good about showing my face and my scalp. And I feel good about taking the time to pause and to just settle into the new season and to just show my face and check in with my LOLA community. I pray and hope that all is well with you and your families. It's been quite a year, and it's been quite some time since I've been able to, live and flow with you all over the spring and summer. However, here I am. I'm thinking about you all. I'm sending love and hugs. And again, I just wanted to share a little bit of kind of where I am and how I feel, and just extending some love to you all as we all flow into a new season and a new month here amidst our world and the world changing. So I got two buckets. Well, what's new? Well, obviously, I haven't quite settled with the new normal. I don't know about those words, but it feels like a new earth. It does feel like a new something. So, but I definitely know, what I do know for sure is that our systems and structures are completely dissolving and re-evolving right in front of our eyes. So I definitely can say that it has been quite a steep growing curve, learning curve, because for all of you who know, but for those of you who are just meeting me for the first time, by me working at National Institutes of Health at the Clinical Research Center, I mean, my job in my capacity being a training administrator, my job has really evolved, and I've had to really just take on a lot more in terms of a lot of information and load, but also too just having to completely reshift how I work to keep up with the changes that NIH, even NIH is transforming into a new institution thanks to the pandemic. So anywho, I'm not the only person, but I'm just sharing my life. Let me make sure this is recording. Okay, it is great. So that's what's new, our systems and our structures, community care in the era of COVID. And then also too, I'll just back up a little bit, and just give my 2 cents on, re-on race. We have so many pandemics happening at the same time. And so we're all living and growing through having to cope, observe, learn, unlearn. And I too feel in the waves like everyone. And I just want to say to us all here in LOLA, that as we're all learning and unlearning, I continue to lean on my communities like LOLA for my learning and unlearning process. And I just want to make sure that I extend myself, my story, and my voice to say, if anyone just wants to talk or ask questions or, just again connect around these big ideas and issues in terms of what we see, what we're living, and how this may translate to our children or to our elders or to ourselves, I'm always here as a resource. Never always hit me up. And then same thing, if I have questions and things all the time, and I reach out to folks here. So I just want to say I'm here as we're all flowing through that too. The social aspects of it, the social justice changes. What's new? Well, back in June, I turned 39. Pleasance bought me this beautiful LOLA t-shirt, and you know, I was able to bring in my 39th year. I mean, yes, I didn't want to bring it into a year of a pandemic, but hey, here I am, right? And so I've been very mindful about, amidst all the things, this is my last year in my 30s. And it's interesting because, you know, 2020, this is a new decade. And so I've been really excited and just open-minded about what the 40s will hold for me. And I've been very sad in some regards, but also looking back and celebrating what I have accomplished and what has happened. But I've been very, you know, just going through kind of like a loss and not a grieving, but just a separation and a surrendering of my 30s. So anywho, so that's what's going on. So now I'm 39, you know, and it's the fall, and so this is my last fall in my 30s, and I'm just, you know, as we wind down the year, I'm also, that's on my heart as well. You know, I'm growing and becoming a full woman. And I'm so happy to do this along with you all as we are a growing community, all in flow together. So let's see, what's new? Oh, I also stepped up my game thanks to the COVID situation. I decided to step out of my shell and step up out of my imposter syndrome and step fully into my curiosity around public health. And so I transferred to my alma mater, Trinity University in DC, and I've started a Master in Public Health program. And I'm very excited about that because I initially, when I started a master's program in health, I kind of was shy about reaching for what I really wanted, which was to really go into to do public health. But again, I'm so excited because it's like the pandemic, and then with the race stuff really provoked me to rise up and stand up and step into my power and step into my studies to be able to contribute in terms of centering health in the conversation of social justice. So anywho, I started a Master in Public Health program, and I'm excited about that. So that's new. Let's see, trust and truth. So here we are. My word of the year is trust. And so what's new is with every month, literally in 2020, not just for myself, but for everybody. But again, this is me checking in. Literally every month as things happen. What's new is that Rita is getting serious and being present about trusting. And over the summer, back in June, during my birthday month, I was able to connect with you all with Pleasance and doing a journey with using my inner voice. And so what's new going into the fall is I'm still, you know, I'm aware of my inner voice, and I'm building up my trust. I'm building up my ability to build, and not just hear my inner voice, but trust it as well. So that's new. Okay, so what's not new? LOL. Okay, so I talked about me checking in what's new. What's not new? Well, like I said, thank goodness, thank the universe, thank God for LOLA. I've seen Pleasance a few times over the summer, of course, you know, social distance and stuff. And I said to myself, I'm so thankful and I'm so appreciative of the LOLA community. I'm so appreciative for all of you beautiful souls, because I came to the community in the summer of 2018. That's why I always have this card up here on my wall here. Negative feelings are wake-up calls. This is the first card I pulled at my first LOLA gathering with some of you all. But anywho, what I want to say to that in the what's not new category is thank goodness we have our communities and we have our people that we can lean on during this time. And so certainly Pleasance and all of you who are in LOLA, um, I'm really appreciative that what's not new is before the pandemic, I feel like I've rooted myself in such a loving community that is, all about being well in our realness and our rawness. And so what's not new is that when the pandemic kicked off and as the pandemic continues to play out, what's not new is I live in my Lola life. I'm doing the things that we have learned together that does work and has worked wonders and continues to work wonders. And what I mean by the things is, our core practices, being out in nature, just being still, pause, rest, meditation, enjoying good food, not necessarily a diet, but just what feels good, what feels nourishing, moving the body. So anywho, what's not new is the fact that I've been blessed to continue to be rooted in this loving Lola community. So I'm glad I still have that. And again, I look forward to meeting some of our new membership or members or collective people who have come to the community online. I look forward to meeting you as I continue to kind of dive back into Lola Almighty. What's not new? Well, again, I feel like the seasons and the cycles, that despite all of the changes, what's not new is, I'm recording this with you, for you, while we're getting ready to have the cusp of the sun going down. That's not new. The sun will go down and the sun will go up. What's not new is the seasons, fall will come after summer, winter will come after fall, and so on and so forth. And the reason why I want to point that out is because certainly as a wellness Lola practice, amidst all the things that we're seeing socially, politically, and in our healthcare, we're just seeing so much. I find that it is so amazing and awesome to continue to center myself on what is not new, meaning the things that we can root down in. We can root down into the seasons as a semblance that all is not lost, and that there's always a new beginning, a rhythm of new beginning. What's not new is we do have each other. We have our family members, we have our pets, we have ourselves. And so I thank God that, amidst all the things and all the changes, what's not new is, through being a part of this community, every day is an opportunity, minute to minute, to just be with what is. So I'm thankful for that. And I just want to point out that and remind us that, yes, now is the fall. And so I'm continuing to kind of shift into some new rhythms and routines for the fall. So what that looks like for me is I've been letting things go that I just want to let go of. Like my hair is one example. Another aspect of letting things go was just like I've been purging my house again, the apartment, just to clean up and clear out. And then there's an emotional rendering of letting go, as I've told you all about, just kind of being very deep and reflective about my 30s. So I'm very curious about what you all are doing to flow into the fall. What practices and what rituals do you find yourselves enjoying these days? And about the moon cycles, that's another thing that's not new. So, the cycles, the seasons, the moon, I've been finding myself really just paying attention to, the ebbs and flows of the lunar cycle and how that resonates with my own energetic flows. And just knowing, again, when there's all the stuff that's on TV and all the stuff to the news, I also am finding that there's so much balance and so much calm, and just continuing to just observe nature and just understand that we're not alone. We exist in a natural world, and so yeah, that's enough. And also, Pleasance and I have been having a sidebar conversation around her new spiritual chapter and her experience diving into her Jewish ancestry. And she's been sharing with me some very rich resources around, again, the sacredness of the lunar cycles and how, new moon is actually a holy day. And the new moon is also a day for honoring like women. It's a holy day around women and womanhood and femininity. So that's something else that I'm really curious that I'm diving into going into the fall is being aware of the lunar cycles as well, like a new moon to the full moon, and just being aware, because right now I'm just checking in to share my life and just share what I've been doing to stay rooted, to stay well, to be able to come back to center. Because, I'm not presenting myself like, but like, yes, there are some days I have bad days, but I must say that, living the LOLA life and having my community connections and having my people has really helped me get through this time. So I just want to check in and say, love you all, hugs to you all. I'm here. I live, for those who are just meeting me, I live right here in Rockville, Maryland, down the street from NIH. But I'm from BC and I'm in the area. And if not, since we're all virtual anyway, please reach out if you want to reconnect, or reach out if you do want to connect and meet me for the first time. But I just want to show my face, be well, and I'll just say, be you, do you. Okay, take care. I'm gonna get up and turn the camera off now.